Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are continuing to wipe out all the clones. And this is versus Tech, and this one I thought was also like just one of the easier runs. Because when I think of int Earthbred fighters, I think of Piccolo Jr., and he's got the built-in AoE. So the strat here, this is pretty much an instant win. Because if you have like the right categories and typings, pretty much any rotation is going to be able to beat the clones within 2 turns. And the only phase you don't have 2 turns is the last wave. And Piccolo's got his built-in active skill AoE, which is going to one-shot any wave they put at you. So all you do is you run a Piccolo Jr. as the lead, fill the team with whatever, like supports or whatever you need. And then and then just make sure you calculate and pay attention to when you get to wave 5. And then when you get to wave 5, then you just pop the active skill AoE and you win. Like, that's all it is. So it's a pretty easy run. If you have Piccolo Jr. and running him as the lead just guarantees you have 2. Now, if you don't have Piccolo Jr., it's going to be a bit trickier because you're going to have to run something else as the lead and bring a friend Piccolo Jr. and then try to line it up so that the friend Piccolo Jr. is going to be there at the end. Majin Vegeta is interesting because like he has an active skill AoE, so you could set him up so that like he gets his by the time you get to the last wave. So I think int Majin Vegeta could be an option for players maybe that don't. And I did put him on my team. And then I put like, you know, int LR Piccolo just there because, you know, he could maybe do some chip damage and finish off an enemy at the end that doesn't live. But Piccolo Jr. just showing once again why he's like probably the most well-rounded unit in Dokkan in terms of being good at every event in the game. Because we've already talked about how he's just good in standard content because he's defensive and offensive enough to do it. But he's like the best World Tournament unit in the game, the best Super Battle Road unit in the game. I think he's the best unit in the game for this clone event because it showcases everything, right? Because he has the active skill AoE to help you with the last phase, but before that, in the earlier phases, he still has built-in additionals and like builds up on doing additionals. So he's getting ridiculously strong and doing the additionals you need to keep up with the waves. Because if Piccolo Jr. had no built-in additionals and he was just doing single attacks, this team may not actually work. Like we would have to have somebody else on the team that can do some additionals to get through these waves without relying on his AoE, because we got to save his AoE for the end, right? So once again, just another instance of Piccolo Jr. just being so good in any type of content they can think of. Like, can I think of any content where Piccolo Jr. wouldn't be good, right? Like, any type of content where he's actually allowed to be, right? It would have to be some type of content where, like, an EZA or something, right? Where, like, he's not the right typing or category and he's resisted. Like, that's about the only time he's not good, right? So it'd have to be an event that directly, like, resists him for him not to be good. But if there's an event where, like, he's not getting, you know, reduced damage or anything like that, I can't think of an event in the game where this guy wouldn't be good. Because, like, he's good in Battlefield also, right? The Ultimate Clash, like, he's good there. I don't know where, yeah, Piccolo Jr. is just good everywhere. He's such a crazy unit. Yeah, just insane. And, you know, he's still up there for, like, best TUR in the game discussion. I think AGL Vegito is incredibly high up there. Like, he might actually be the best. The reason why I would rank AGL Vegito so high is just because he doesn't have any build-up. And, like, if you play him on the right team, he's just, like, turn 1, really good defensively, damage reduction, 15 mil attack stat, multi-supering. Like, just, yeah, he's just a good, simple, clean, easy-to-use unit and is just ridiculously good right out of the gate. Really no complexity to him. Yeah, I think AGL Vegito is amazing. Love that AGL Vegito we got for heroes. Yeah, and Garlic Jr. here. He's just there to be a support, but he's taking out some clones. I think Garlic Jr. is going to be one of the more impactful EZAs when he comes out. Because he's a big bad bosses unit that works on a ton of villain teams and has a bunch of good villain links. So I remember when he first came out, he was a very impactful unit, but his EZA is going to be insane. So here we go, we're popping. So here I'm like, okay, I think we're on the 4th wave. So I'm like, well, let's start popping the AoEs, right? Because I know that we're going to be done. So there's the 4th wave down. And now here comes the 5th wave down. We're just going to pop active skill. And then bam, it's over. And look, just easily clearing, like no chance. And had any of them lived, like this rotation has no problem finishing them off. But yeah, plenty of damage, easy peasy lemon breezy. Piccolo Jr. getting it done. So let me know how you guys handle this one. I would say if you're struggling with this event and you have Piccolo Jr., this is your easy W right here. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.